Stillo. I'm a retired LAPD detective, and I'm coming alongside Ruthey Smith's family as their advocate and spokesperson for this event. I'd like to thank Pastor Yushi and the United Methodist San Pedro Church for their gracious invitation to allow this event to take place today. After the press conference here today, we will go into the sanctuary and continue with the prayer. Ruthey Smith, 19 years of age, 2 years ago, this weekend, went missing from the Los Angeles area, Figueroa, and the 77th Street area, which we know is a high crime area, and there's a lot of human trafficking that goes on there and is going on for decades. And unfortunately, Ruthey Smith, at a very young age, got lured into that crime, and her mom has been trying to rescue her from that for a long time. And she will discuss some of those efforts. And you'll be hearing from Ruthey Smith's mom, Kathryn Reynoso. But the goal here today is, several months ago, Ruthey's family, her parents and other family members, provided a DNA sample that goes into the national database known as NAMEUS, NAMUS. So it's name without the letter E, NAMEUS. And that database has not alerted the family that they have found Ruthey Smith's body anywhere. And so for that, gives us a glimmer of hope that she's still out there somewhere. Somebody here in the United States has information about Ruthey Smith and who she was last seen with. And the Long Beach Police Department is actually working all and any leads. This is a message from the Long Beach Police Department, who were not available to attend today, but this is what they wanted us to read. The Long Beach Police Department is actively investigating this case, following all leads, and needs the community's help. If you have any information about missing person Ruthey Smith, we urge you to please contact the Long Beach Police Department Missing Persons Unit at area code 562-570-7246. You can also submit tips anonymously at Crime Stoppers. That's lacrimestoppers.org. Now I'm going to introduce Mom, Kathryn Reynoso, and as you can imagine, this will be a very, very tough thing to do. And so, Kathryn, please.
My name is Kathryn Reynoso. As you said, I'm the mother to Ruthey Smith. I had a speech, but I'm just going to go from the heart, because right now it's all in my heart. My daughter's been missing for 2 years on Sunday, and I need somebody to say something. I need whoever took her to tell us where she's at. We need facts. I need my child. I need to know. The not knowing is the worst in the world. To not know if your child is dead or alive, to not know where your child is trafficked at, to know that statistics is only 1% of these victims that come home. But I won't stop, and I'll continue to say her name. And Ruthie, if you're watching, Mama will never give up. Your brother will never give up. We will never give up until we find you. But I just want everybody to repost her flyers and say her name. She's 21 years old, African American, light colored, slanted eyes, beautiful. And as he said, she was involved with a horrific crime, and it was bad. She was manipulated, coerced, and I did whatever I could to stop it, but it didn't work. And I can go on and on and on about that. But the point is when my daughter was abducted, nobody knew anything. I went and found video 2 or 3 days later. Me and her, at the time, 17-year-old brother, went out to Figueroa and searched these streets and looked for her day and night. This young child of mine, we did what we had to do to try to find her. And we didn't find her, and that's why I need the world to help me find her and say her name, Ruthey Smith, and look for her. And if you see something, say something, because sex trafficking is not okay and these victims deserve to be found.
Bring Grayson home alive.
What was your name?
Malachi Ernesto.
Well, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate y'all being here. Ruthey Smith is my granddaughter. My name is Ingrid Klungersutter. I have something I'd like to read. She's 21 years old now. 19 at the time of her disappearance. Grayson, as she prefers to be called, is a kind, smart, and loving soul. She's a young mother and would never abandon her daughter. We need the community's help, all communities' help, to bring her home safely. 2 years of not knowing and her not being able to raise her daughter herself is not fair. It's not fair to anyone stuck in this situation. Trafficking is horrific. It's a horrific crime. If anyone knows anything, I'm begging you to do what's morally right and speak up with any information you may have. Please consider how you would feel if this was your loved one. A few months ago, an advertisement was being circulated with Ruthie's missing person information on the back. It definitely helped to get into some homes and businesses and get awareness out there. And while there were tips, none of them turned out to be my granddaughter. We also found out that she's on a missing person wall in Linden, Washington. Any bit of information that gets out there, whether it's socially, it needs to go viral. People who are trafficked deserve for it to be nationally known, because she could be here, she could be anywhere, she could be in another country for all we know. 2 years is too long. Somebody knows something. Thank you.
Can you repeat your name and spell?
My name is Ingrid Klungersutter, INGRIDKLUNGRESETER. Thank you.
I also want to introduce you to Ruthey Smith's daughter, Ocean.
I love you, Mom.
You're so beautiful.
What do you say? Bring my mommy home. Thank you guys, everybody.
And just to recap, the DNA sample that they provided to name us, it's so that if they have any unidentified Jane Does out there, they will take that profile to see if they're connected somehow to this family. And so far, there has not been any identification made that way. And that's why I'm stressing there is hope that she's still out there somewhere. So please, we're not going to give up on searching. I am grateful for the Long Beach Police Department for their tenacious efforts, but I'm also asking the FBI to join in their efforts.
Please.
So if the FBI listening to this, and any law enforcement agency out there that works with human trafficking, be on the lookout for Ruthey Smith, and ask your folks out there, your witnesses, your victims that you're working with, if they have any intel on Ruthey Smith. As we know, word travels and travels like crazy, especially on social media. But please, let's not give up. And in closing, we're going to say a